Good morning to you. It's Monday, the 22nd of August 2016. A warm welcome, long boys and girls. We're trying this little live Facebook thing again, direct from the computer this morning. So we'll see how this works. Now, I noticed when we were doing the testing yesterday, this morning, there was a load of extra messages from people who I assume thought it was still live. So this is how to tell whether or not you're watching a live show or a recording. Now it's fairly simple, okay? In the top right left-hand corner? Yeah, in the top left-hand corner, if it's live, there is a little red symbol there that says live. Can you see that? If you can, you are indeed with us live, and if you look at the clock behind me, it will tell you the time. I don't know if you can see that one or not, that one as well there, and it's 20 past 11 in the morning. So if it's 20 past 11 in the morning, and it's a Monday morning, and it's the 22nd of August 2016, then you are indeed with us live. That is, of course, UK time. We are on British summer time at the moment, okay? Now, if there's no little live red thing in the corner, then you are watching a recording of an earlier live show. Get it? Because there was lots of messages appearing at the bottom yesterday, and I do think that people didn't know we were actually live or not. So we are, if that's the case, you've got the little red thing in the corner, then you are indeed with us live this morning. Let's say hello to some people this morning. Good morning to Adam. Morning, Adam. Morning, Adam. Dino's with us. Good morning, Dino. You seem to have an extra name, Dino. What's all that about? It says Dino-Klein. Have you become married, dear? Have you got married to someone? Hey, surely someone of your stature would not have taken someone else's name, dear. God's sake, you should make them take your name. Dear me. Good morning to Tanya. Morning, Tanya. Robin. No, this is not recorded, Robin, dear. Lizzie Drip, international, famous. Everyone knows her. Who is she? Anyway, Lizzie Drip's with us this morning. Good morning, Rob. We're not recorded yet, unless you're watching it later on. Good morning to Sean. The mirror ball is falling down, only in the opening video. Thank you, Sean. Hello to Jerry. Hello to Carl. Morning, Carl. Now, Carl, are you working tonight? If not, you must come to the karaoke, dear. I shall be hosting karaoke tonight at Central Station, Wharfdale Road, King's Cross in London. That starts at 8 o'clock. And finishes at 11:30. Hopefully I'll have a bit of help lifting me, bringing me equipment in and out at the moment because the back's still not right. Okay. Good morning to Sydney. William's with us. William Broughton, he works on radio in Sydney and television. Oh yes, proper celebrity, not like me. Sitting in this converted garage or shed. At least it's not a shed. Ross Patel, who rang in last night, all is in a shed. Oh yes, it's all in a shed, dear. Good morning. So, Carl, when are you coming to sing for me at the karaoke? Yeah, William's on proper telly. ABC, Australian Broadcasting Corporation or Company, not quite sure. Ding, ding, ding. Does it have a jingle? It's a shame, isn't it? TV stations don't have jingles anymore. ITV, all the little ITV regions had those jingles and they don't have jingles anymore. Yes. Just a thought for you there. Right, let's just refresh that. I think I found a way of doing the messages as well. It's all happening now. Hang on a minute. Let's do that. I think I can do the messages at the same time. Oh, yes. Oh, Carl is working tonight. How disappointing. Oh, well, not to worry, dear. Not to worry. So that's how you watch the show. That's how you know if it's live or not, okay? There'll be a little message come up. It's in red. It says live in the top left-hand corner. If that's not there, you're watching a recording. And I'm hoping to do more of these live little shows because they are quite fab. Oh, we got a phone call coming in. I'm sorry, dear. I don't remember opening phone lines.
Good morning, Mr. Eden.
We don't just take calls randomly, dear. What do you think this is? You can call it at any time. Is this one of those? Are you trying to sell me something? Hello?
Good morning, Miss Sweden.
Now, just a minute. Before you carry on, no, I haven't had a car accident in the last 2 years, and there's nothing wrong with my... Oh, there is something wrong with my back, isn't there? Hang on a minute. Just a minute. Someone bashed into me now. How many years ago was that? About 7 years ago. Could this be a delayed response to that accident.
Good morning, Mr. Reardon. We've heard that you had an accident with a pen the other day, and we believe that you're entitled to compensation from said aforementioned venue for $20,000 US.
Oh, $20,000? Well, I'm not happy with that. Always refuse the first offer, boys and girls. Always refuse the first. $20,000? I mean, that's not even going to buy me a cup of tea for the rest of my life, is it?
But first of all, we need your bank account details and your PIN number so we can pay the money into your account.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Well, my PIN number is 1112.
Yeah?
1112, and my bank account number is 51-227-6532.
Oh, lovely.
Now,
Thank you.
please don't give that information to anyone else, okay? As someone once said to me, it's our little secret.
Indeed. This is correct. And we also need your credit card information.
But what?
We also need your credit card information because there is a pigeon in your bank account and we need to open your bank account to take the pigeon out.
I remember that. That was hilarious, wasn't it? The pigeon bank account one. Oh, that was the funniest thing ever on the telly. Now, that was... Well, what was that programme called?
Phone.
Who?
Phone jacker.
Phone jacker, that's it. Has he stopped doing those now, hasn't he?
I think so, yeah.
And that was my favourite... I think that was my favourite character, the bloke calling from Nigeria, trying to get people's bank details.
That's the one, yes. Yeah.
Well, good morning, Adam. How are you today?
I'm very well. I'm in sunny Three Bridges at the moment.
You're Three Bridges?
Yes, about to install a washing machine.
Where is that, Three Bridges?
Three Bridges, near Crawley.
Crawley in Sussex, yeah?
Yeah, Crawley.
Oh, okay. Yep, I'm with you.
Yep, so I'm out here in the sunshine and I've got to do an induction course first.
Oh, how boring, yeah.
It's a railway sidings and then I've got to install a washing machine. So probably 3 hours induction course.
Yes.
15, 20 minutes to install the washing machine.
Oh, okay. Well, you're busy today. I'm afraid your phone is fading in and out a little bit today, I noticed. In and out, in and like that.
I can adjust that if you could stay with me for about 10 seconds.
Good lad. Now, when you go into people's houses, can you just make sure that I am on all their devices? Because we need to make the numbers up a bit, to be honest.
Yes, indeed, I think you do. Hold on. You're now off the off
my
the
God, what did you do to your phone then?
I've unplugged you off of the car stereo.
Oh, for God's sake. Please do not call in on hands-free device. They do not work. They do not work. My sister does it. She puts you on hands-free and you can't understand a damn word they say. How dare you put me on hands-free? I will not be placed on hands-free by anyone.
This is true.
Is that it then?
That's it. Sorry?
Is that it?
No, I was just signing in to say this is absolutely fantastic, this new broadcast. I watched your test video last night.
Yes.
And it was absolutely fantastic.
Yes. The only thing with that, I noticed after it was finished, I watched back and it's out of sync. Now, it appears it is not out of sync. When I say out of sync, to explain to people, that means that the picture and the sound are not happening at the same time. For some reason, it works perfectly when it's going live, but as soon as you look at the recording, the sync has gone. So what I've done is I'm actually recording it on the phone and using another camera to do it live, so that then I can re-upload it and then it'll all look in place. But then the only thing then is that the messages won't be there, because obviously I'll take down the one that's live and put up the good quality one. But what I could do, I suppose, is copy and paste all the messages into one message, because people like to read those, I think, sometimes, especially if they're vile towards me. They particularly like them then, don't they?
No.
So how are you? Adam, I just meant to say, you know when we come and do our little chat, because you're coming up to the studio at some point, aren't you? When you come and do your chat, can you make sure you have your teeth in, because you forgot them on Friday, didn't you, dear?
I did, yes, I did forget them on Friday. I was toothless. I will put them in especially for you. I've got them in now, actually.
I don't
take them out. So
I don't think anyone noticed.
No, I hope not. I
Oh,
totally
how
forgot to bring you
awful,
with me.
dear, eh?
I know, I totally forgot to bring you with
Listen,
me.
I might have a bad back, but look, all my teeth are still here. Mind you, the gums are receding a bit, just because
Oh,
I've got a little minor
well, I'll let
health
you go on
problem.
with the live show anyway, Chris. Keep up the good work. It's absolutely fantastic.
So you
and
enjoy
I
these? Okay,
I shall hopefully see you tonight.
good, lovely to talk to you, Adam. Are you
Take
coming
care,
to
Chris.
sing tonight?
Yes, I hope to be. Yes, definitely.
Oh, isn't that a bit of a distance for you, North London? No.
It doesn't bother me. It's coming to see a true professional work.
There you go, dear. I must warn you, because of the start time, 8 o'clock. If you're going to try and get there for 8 o'clock, you will experience traffic. I'd leave it to 9 for
Okay.
yourself, okay? We do start
Will do.
bang on. There's none of this, it's round about 8 o'clock. No, we start at 8 o'clock, and that's it. You know what I'm like with time, dear?
Indeed.
I do need to be correct on time. Thanks for calling, Adam. Have a lovely day. Good luck with your
and
washing
you.
machine, dear. And do try
Thank you.
not to empty the water out onto the floor in the kitchen.
Will do, dear. No problem.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. Bye-bye.
Bye, Adam. Now, Adam sent me in a little message here as well, which I've got to read out. Good morning to Kiki D. Good morning, Kiki. And Ben Parker's there, who hosted the karaoke for in Sydenham last night for me. The back this morning, a little better. It's getting there slowly. I've already been swimming. The thing is, when you go in a swimming pool, immediately it takes all your weight off. You know, it doesn't matter how fat you are. You get in a swimming pool, you're almost weightless, and it's wonderful. And the weight comes off your back, and you can walk up and down with virtually no twinges or pains whatsoever. So it's great in the swimming pool. So I did me. And I'm now able to do front crawl. Okay, so that's improved as well. When I first went swimming on the Friday, I was able to do a bit of breaststroke and walking, but that was tugging away at something. Well, it's not doing that now. I'm able to do front crawl. I was actually able to do 50 lengths front crawl, so that's definitely improving. That is. That bloody water was cold this morning. Oh dear. The manager there, his name's Trevor. As I got in, it's got to be very cold for me to say it's cold. And as I got in and like that, like that, he walked out of the door. I said, Trevor, what have you done to the water? Can we have the heating on today, please? He said, don't even go there. He said, I've been off a week and it all falls apart, and it does. He's such a nice man. He's such a nice man. That's the manager of the swimming pool. I use the one at the Hilton Hotel, just up the road from me. It takes me about 20 minutes to walk there. At the moment, I'm using the car because walking's a bit of a problem. So he says he's been off for a week and it's all fallen apart. And you can believe that. You know, certain things that you do, when the top man goes on holiday for a week, everything goes wrong, doesn't it? Everything goes wrong. I shouldn't really say this, but years ago, when I was off, I used to relish. I relish in the fact when you come back off like a 4-week, because once I went on holiday for 5 weeks, and you come back and say, "Oh, it's been terrible since you." I love it, dear. I love it. I don't do this anymore. I'm going to let you into this secret. I don't do this anymore. But when I was a DJ, I don't know. I might upset someone here. Let me think. Who's filled in for my DJ? Not the karaoke jobs, the DJ jobs. No, I'll tell you. What I used to do, if I was off DJing, I would put in someone else who I knew would get it wrong. And of course, you'd come back after like 3 weeks of holiday. Oh, we're so pleased you're here. Oh, what went wrong? And you know damn well that they weren't very good at the job. Isn't that awful? So there we are. That's absolutely true, that is. I used to put in people that I thought, and probably some of them were better, but I had in my mind that they weren't as good at me doing the job. And that's terrible. Dreadful thing. Let's see. I'll try and do your messages as we go along, boys and girls. Hello to Jerry Green. Good morning, Jerry. Wants to know what the software is used to broadcast live. Yes. If you have a look at... I'm going to give you a website address here, Jerry. It's actually very, very easy. Now, for me to say that, I'm a bit of a technophobe. For me to say that is something, okay? So go to iag.me. All right? Actually, I'll give you a bit more. iag.me/social media. See if you get anything on that. And you should bring up a thing that says how to broadcast from your computer to Facebook Live. Oh, actually, why don't I just put a link on there? 1 minute. I'll put a link on there for you, Jerry. 1 second, Jerry. Where's your message gone? There we are. Can I reply to you? Let me see. No. Right. I'll put the message just above yours, Jerry. There you go. If you have a look at that link, that will be able to tell you how it all works, and it's very good, all right? Kiki D says, I sent a picture on your wall of a natural look to begin with. Oh, okay. Let's have a look at that. What's Kiki D sent me? I can't see anything, Kiki D. Oh, there it is. Timeline review. A natural look. Oh, no. No. Right. Have a look at the top of my wall, boys and girls. Just, I don't know. Can you scroll it down without losing me? Oh, no, Kiki D. I don't think I want that. That is not a natural look, darling. Oh, my God. Oh, no, it's just underneath. I think it's just underneath the video. You've put me with makeup and... Oh, no. Actually, I don't look too... Do you know, I fancy myself in that picture, Kiki D. I can't lie to you, darling. Oh, Kiki, no. Got to say good morning to Tommy Flynn. Now, Tommy rung up last night while we were on air, on our live show, and said... Well, we were just having a chat on the phone, actually, but he was ringing while he was at work. Now, he is a nurse. He is a night nurse. Very important job. And I was concerned that he had neglected his patients. There's probably some... Nurse, could I have a water, please? No, I'm watching Chris Reardon's show. It might have been a bit like that, but Tommy has put a message saying, disclaimer, without prejudice, section 4A, no patients were hurt, injured, died during my live call. Claims by relatives must be directed to Mr. Chris Reardon. Damn, I'm a West London born and raised, and on the phone, I sound like I was raised in Royal Berkshire. Well, I don't think so, Tommy. I'm sorry, I thought you sounded as common as anything on the phone last night, if you don't mind me saying so, dear. You know, as common as muck, dear. Don't pick yourself up like that. Good God, man, what's wrong with you? Thank you, Tommy. Lovely to hear from you. Adam. Okay, sorry, I missed this completely yesterday, Adam. Chris, if you're recording the show today, could you give a quick mention to Claire Norton? Hello, Claire. For me, she likes to watch your shows. Now, I'll go back to the message you put yesterday because that's a whole one, okay? Good morning, Chris. Wow. Last night's show, how fantastic is that? It completely changes the game. It was brilliant in the way you can bring in videos and music. Skype was absolutely fantastic. And do you think it would be possible, would it work for you to record the data shows using this method? What do you mean the data shows? You're not... Oh, are you using that predictive text again? Please do not send me messages with bloody predictive text. It doesn't work, dear. My mate's forever doing that. Oh, God. He starts texting and you read, well, what's that all mean? People do that when they write text to LBC, I've heard. Poor old Nick Abbott reading stuff out and it doesn't make any sense. Because people haven't read the text they're sending. They just send. And it's all gobbledygook. I like that word. Gobbledygook. Let's say it together after the tone. Doot, gobbledygook. Once again. Doot, gobbledygook. What a lovely word. That's not what I was going to read, is it? No. Just a minute. Just a minute. I've got to go back further to find your message. Here we go. Dan says, oh, come on. There it is. Right, there it is. How are you? I hope your back is starting to get better. This is the one. I know what it's like. I've done my back out many times. It's horrible, but I hope you're on the road to recover. Yeah, I think I am, actually. If you're doing a show, could you give a quick mention to Claire Norton? That's 2 mentions now, Claire. Aren't you the lucky one, dear? 2 mentions to Claire Norton. She's on your list of friends, and I have shown your videos, and she now follows your shows religiously. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Oh, yes. She is religiously following the show. Could this be a new religion? This would be a religion where everyone is welcome from all different other religions as long as they don't hurt each other. We're not having anyone blowing up or nailing people to the cross. Not on this programme, dear. There will be no crucifixions. There won't be any at all. She watched the show religiously. Being Friday, she's just done a couple of volunteer shifts at the Cats Protection League. I've got to take my cat to the vet today. Yep, she's going to the vet today. She's not eating properly, and she looks at the wall. She doesn't just meow, she howls at the wall. Meow! Like that. Honestly, I'm a bit worried. Meow! I think she's 18. I think she's going senile. Joking aside, not a joke. I think my cat's going a bit senile. Meow! Meow! And then when I appear, she shuts up. But so yesterday, instead of having my dinner on my lap in the living room where I would normally be, I had my dinner on the table in the kitchen. I've got a lovely table in the kitchen. I've had it for years. Made in Italy. It was about 300 quid about 15 years ago. It's glass top. Oh, it's lovely. But I never use it. It's got all junk on it. So I thought, because it was uncomfortable sitting in the settee, I sat on a proper chair, and it's not so uncomfortable then. It's sofas that are doing my back in. They can't be very good for your sofas, can they? You know, and soft settees and all that business. Anyway. So I thought, I'll have my dinner in here. Maybe that'll stop her moaning. So she goes over to her cat bowl, turns her nose. She's not eating much either. Turns her nose up and then comes straight to the wall and starts meowing until I clap my... And I think she's gone deaf. I've got a feeling she's gone deaf. Anyway, to the vet today to see if they can assist. You know, go down there with 500 quid. But we won't see much change out of that, will I suppose? I have to take my blooming credit card. Yeah, £500, please. What did you do? Cut her nails. And that's another thing. Very, very bad on my part. She does need her nails cut now and again because she doesn't go outside much at all now. And this has blooming happened twice because I'm not keeping an eye on it. I noticed, and I work out roughly when she's having her nails cut, because when she's walking around on the floor, I've got a stone floor downstairs, you can hear little tapping of the nails on the floor, right? So when they're not long... They're just, you know, padding on. You don't hear a thing, but I know when the nails are a bit long, you get a little tip-tap on the floor. So I noticed it yesterday, and I had a quick look at her, and one of her nails has grown into her pad. And that must be so painful. So I'm hoping they will be able to sort that out today. And very, very bad on my part for not noticing that. I need to keep a closer eye on her now she's older. Anyway, back to the email letter from Adam. Yes, the lady Claire, she looks after all the homeless pussycats. Oh, my mate wanted to do something like that. He wanted to be a cat cuddler, but they never rung him, and I don't know why that is. So that's it. That's it. That's the bit you wanted me to read. Okay, so Claire Norton, welcome to the show, and anytime you want to send us a little message or perhaps an email, the email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Please feel free to come and say hello. All right, my darling. Oh, Claire's I think she's already sent a message, has she? Has Claire sent a message? No, she hasn't. That was on yesterday's show. So hopefully, maybe she's with us live today. I don't know if Claire's with us live on the show this morning, boys and girls. All right. Now, where are we going now? Just a moment. Let's go back to today's messages. Good morning to Shania on Isley Widgets. Isley Widget, that's ISLEWIGHT. Isley Widgets, also known as the Isle of Wight, to those of you that are not in the know. Good morning to Ashley Smith. Cats are like the only... Yeah, she's not well, Ashley. Same as me. We're both ill at the same time. Do you think my back has gone out with her, or she's gone out with me? When we're ill, do our pets become ill as well? Sean's got a cat, haven't you, Sean? Which is about 13 or 14 years old. Oh, bless her. Mine's about, I think she's about 18 or 19, something like that. Ashley, that's right. All she does is moan. All she does is meow, meow. Ashley, what can you do with a cat that moans, dear? Honestly. And Sean thinks it's just the cat that wants attention. So I don't know. Good morning to Jane West. Hello, Jane. Welcome along to our little live show this morning. John Lauder, how are you, sir? It's been a while, hasn't it? Good morning, John. All those days at the old club in Ealing. You still going there, dear? I left about 3 years ago now. Good move that was on my part. I've done really well since I left there. Good morning to George. Hello, George. How are you today? Good morning, George. Lots of people with us this morning. Now, let's read this email out. What's the time? 11:45? Or 11:45? Yeah, okay, carry on a bit. Good morning to Chris, who's in the USA. who prefers to send a proper email, boys and girls. You know, something. Remember emails? Do you remember those? Not like little messages of a couple of words long. Proper emails. And Chris is in the USA. Where are you? Atlanta? I think you're in Atlanta. Somewhere like that. Somewhere nice. Somewhere where it's much cheaper to live than here anyway. Chris says, I hope you're feeling better. There's nothing worse than back pain. My wife is a lot like your friend Ronnie and has to try and function with major back issues. It's really not funny. You know, it's terrible having a back issue. You said in your Friday show that ibuprofen helps take the edge off, which I think it does. So we now know why Ronnie ends up taking so much ibuprofen when you show up at his house. Who knew it could take some of the Chris Reardon edge off? I beg your pardon. I hope you're not suggesting that when I go round people's houses, I'm not an annoying character. I hope you're not saying that, dear. How rude. Now, it's also said... So I was thinking the viewers of your show could all pitch in and get you some of these Amazon items to help you during your back issue. So here's a few items, boys and girls. Now this is rather good. Now I borrowed one of Ronnie's crutches. Not needing that now. I'm able to walk around unaided. Unaided, boys and girls. Look at this. How fabulous is this? This is a mirror ball walking stick. How fantastic is that? A mirror ball walking stick. I love it. Who's going to buy me one of these? A mirror. Look at it. Can you see the mirror ball at the top? Now, you're wondering why this photo is in black and white. We can't afford colour printing, dear. I don't have a colour printer. I'm sick to death of the things. They always go wrong after a while. And then the ink heads start blocking up and you spend another blooming 50 quid. 50 quid on ink cartridges and it's just such a rip-off. So I don't have a colour printer. So I quite like the mirror ball walking stick, which is quite nice. Oh, special offer coming up. I've got to tell you about the special offer in a minute. And I still haven't thought... Does anyone want these? Little serviettes. Little serviettes. Who wants these serviettes from Disney's Frozen? Anyone want those? This, not too keen on this one. A metallic bedpan. Oh no. I mean, it's not even disposable. You've got to wash the thing out and use it again. Oh no. If joking aside, if you're in a hospital or for some reason you've got to use one of those, I mean, my heart goes out to you. I can't think of anything more not depressing, dehumanizing than have. Of course, I'm sure some of you have had to or do have to use one of these, and my heart goes out to you. I don't want anything more dehumanizing than that, than using a metal bedpan. But of course, very important. Now, this is my favourite thing, and I may well, or I don't know how much these are. I may well order one of these so that when I'm around Ronnie's house, or when he comes round here, I can simply pick this up and shake it, and he will come running with that, a bell. I look at this like an old school bell. Do you remember the school bell? Ding, 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 ding. It's tea time. Oh, look at that. I love the look at that. So I'm going... Actually, I'll do it while you're there, boys and girls. Amazon, school bell? School bell? I don't know. School bell. Telephone bell. No. Oh, hang on. He gave me a link, didn't he? Silly old fool you are, Chris. Sir, called a servant bell. I love it. I love it. Imagine his face. How much is it? $5.50. Is that all? Servant bell. Hang on. Oh, that's on the .com one. We want the .co.uk. Hang on. Amazon.co.uk. One moment, please. We're trying to connect your call. Please hold the line. One moment. Right. Servant bell. Servant bell. Right. Oh, £3.17. I've got to have one. Ah, no, there it is. No, that's the one. Traditional style school bell with wooden handle. That looks exactly the same. Oh, it's all brass. Is it brass? Are you ready? Right, listen. Ready? Listen. I'm gonna put the microphone. Listen. Bought. Amazon one-click ordering. I love it, dear. I love it. Now, tomorrow that will just arrive. I haven't got to go out anywhere, speak to any rude members of, in a shop or anything like that. I love it. I've ordered. I hope he's not watching this. He could well be watching. No, he won't be watching this. He hates my shows. He does. He calls it hobby. He calls it a hobby. This is a hobby. This is a hobby, apparently. No, not a globally world-renowned television broadcast of the world. No, he says, are you doing your hobby? Are you doing your hobby radio, he says. We'll soon see what hobby it is when I start ringing this bell. Come on, bring the tea. Ding, 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 ding. Now, this is excellent. I'm going to use this at my karaoke nights. I shall think of where to use that. The song I've been singing, Ding-a-dong. Ding-a-dong every hour when you pick a flower. And boom, bang, a bang. You could use it in boom, bang, but a new instrument to add to my props. Talking of props, you remember I was moaning about Mary the other day? Non-Irish Mary from Ireland. Right, because she kept grabbing my cymbals. She's gone out and bought her own cymbals. Oh, God, and they're like this. You know, they're like those things that the Harry Christian thing. Ding, ding, the Harry Christian people have. Ding, 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 ding. And she's separated them. She's going like, listen to only about that big. Can't hear a bloody thing. Or I shouldn't say that. She's probably watched this now. But, right, that's it. I shall go out and get some large cymbals. I must say I was watching BBC Proms on Saturday night because I was off Saturday night. I've got Wayne to do my job because there's no way I could lift it anything. And I noticed the cymbalist? Cymbalist, do you call him? The person who plays the cymbals. Cymbalist? Percussionist. The percussionist, his cymbals were all shiny and lovely. Not like mine, you know, look like the air's got to mine. The air, not hair, air. The air's got to my cymbals. They're all kind of a little bit not, you know, like oxidised. There's a good word. Oxidised. Let's say oxidised together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. After the tone. Doot. Oxidised. I like that word. Oxidised. Yes. We're still looking, incidentally, for a revolving light-up globe. Now, I found one, but it's a bit small. Yeah, it's got to go here. We want a revolving globe. We need to bring BBC One Colour back on air here in the Mirable Studios. We need a revolving globe down there. So if you know of one, a light-up revolving globe with the light in the middle so it turns slowly. We don't want anything going like that, dear. We're too old to go fast now. We leave that to my nephew, who's 19, probably driving around at 200 mile an hour in his little what's he got? What's the little car the lads have all got now? The Vauxhall Corsa. He's got a little Vauxhall Corsa. He's saving up for another car. Although he's starting a new business soon. I'll tell you about that some other time. Let's do some more. Have we got any emails there to read? No emails. Where's those? Where have I put those messages? And then we must do the birthdays, actually. We haven't done the birthdays yet. There we go. Right. What do I do? Click that. Should bring up the messages. There they are. Good morning to Tony Power, Eurovision writer. He writes songs for the Eurovision Song Contest, Tony does. He's also written songs for the 3 Degrees, Hazel Dean, loads of people. Rosala, do you remember Rosala? Everybody's free. He writes songs for these people. Yes. Good morning, Tony. Hope you're well. I'm in the process of sorting out my Eurovision entry for this year. Can we have a little peek? Can we have a little peek at that, Tony? When you're ready, send me a little sample, and I'll be very, very pleased to play that on the show. Good morning to Paul Dow. How are you this morning, Paul? Who says they're temper cymbals. Temper, is that what they're called? What Mary's cymbals? Are they temper cymbals, those little ones? Like Hare Krishna, ding, ding, ding. Hare Krishna. Oh, the Buddhists use them and all, don't they? Ding, 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 ding. Not loud enough for me to bring up my karaoke nights, I don't think. Good morning to... Claire is there. Good morning, Claire. Welcome to It Live today. Who says, I'm watching your show this morning, cuddling a cat. Oh, that's lovely. Do you find, Claire, while I'm doing my shows, it settles your cat down? Like that... What's that cat stuff that you plug in? Is it Femidom? No, it's not that, is it? No, I know what that is. Well, is it Femi something? It's a cat thing, and you plug it in, and it lets out some sort of scent and calms the calms the cat down, I think. I'm not sure of that. Claire, oh, you're lovely. Claire says, I use a TENS on my back for back pain. What's a TENS? Does it say TENS? I use a TENS on my back for back pain. Sometimes available to try at the pain clinic. I don't know what a TENS is. What, TENS? I don't know what that is, darling. Tell me what that is, Claire. John Lauder, is living in Spain now. So, hola. Hola, España. Hola. Hola, España. How lovely, living in Spain. Oh, you never get cold there, do you? I know it gets colder in the winter, but not like cold like it is here. Are you in the south of Spain? We're getting loads of your weather. I think tomorrow or Wednesday, aren't we? The old hot air's coming up. It will be about 28 degrees centigrade. I'm sorry to read it in foreign, boys and girls. 28 degrees centigrade, so that's 28, 38, 48, 56, 60, 76, 86. So about 84 on Wednesday and Thursday. For those of you who are English watching this programme, we do the temperatures in English and American, which is about 84 Fahrenheit. None of this centigrade and Celsius foreign stuff, dear. We're not doing it in foreign. Fahrenheit, dear. That's what we use in this country. Thank you very much. Oh, you're in Benidorm. How lovely. I hope at some point to come to Benidorm because I want to go to that karaoke bar that Darren Litton does his Darren, you know Darren Litton who writes Benidorm. He got the idea. He goes to a karaoke bar in Benidorm and he said, Chris, you've got to come here one day. So I will come over at some point, John. Hello, John. Oh, Paul's got dreadful backache spasms. I think that's what it was, Paul. But it's very slow to get better, you know. For that spasm that lasted quite some time. On Tuesday, was it last Wednesday night? It's taken ages to get over it. Good morning to Ray Reynolds, who's with us this morning. Good morning, Ray. How are you today? I hope you're well. I'm getting slowly better, Ray. I will be there tonight to do the karaoke at Central Station in Wharfdale Road, King's Cross. Okay. Kiki G says, put a note in your diary in about 6 weeks' time and get the nails done regular. The groomers might be... I'm not... I don't know, Kiki G. You're pushing me now, aren't you? You're not the first one that said I should do drag. I don't think I can do it. I would not be comfortable wearing those clothes. I really wouldn't. Dear me. Oh, gosh. Righto. Refresh that. We need to do some birthdays. What's this here? Oh, I've done that, I think. Yes, that's the little message for Claire, which I printed out as well. Look at this. Look at this. Thieves in New Zealand. Thank you to Johnny Key for sending us into the story. Look, there's a little picture there. Look at that lovely little picture. Not quite sure. Oh, what have I written on there? Be careful, Chris. No, there's nothing rude on there. Look at that lovely picture. What is it? Is it a I don't know what it is. Anyway, thieves in New Zealand, city of Wellington. There's a lovely place, New Zealand. Oh, lovely trees and just freshness, you know. I don't think they've got any nuclear stuff there, have they? Thieves in the New Zealand city of Wellington are in for a nasty surprise if they open their spoils from a recent robbery. Criminals stole a box marked chemicals from the backseat of a conservation company's pickup truck on Sunday, possibly expecting drug-making materials, the New Zealand Herald reports. However, the box contained nothing but 16 bottles of an experimental and foul-smelling oil made from the anal glands of stoats. It's a stoat. Oh, what, do they have to kill them to do that? Oh, that's a horrible story. Oh, no. Prime Minister John Key. Now, that isn't our karaoke singer. I just want to point that out. Johnny Key, the Prime Minister is Johnny Key, wants the country to complete a programme of removing invasive species by the year 2050. Yeah, there's a few countries have got that problem, haven't they? I'll just show you that lovely picture again. Australia have this problem with the cane toad. I think it's C-A-N-E, the cane toad, which they released out there many years ago. Now, it was released to control something else, which it succeeded in doing, but they now have a problem with cane toads. There's too many of them. They're all over the place, hopping around, dear. It's rude, hopping around like that all the time. It's not a natural thing, is it? It really isn't. Here's another thing. from Johnny Key. Intelligent people tend to be messy, stay awake longer and swear more. Me? Swear? Me? With my clean livingness and church going, would you ever hear me swear? Come on, please. Have you ever hear me swear on this show? I might use the occasional word like, within context, like bloody or arse, but it's hardly, or bastard. It's hardly swearing, is it? Here's the difference. Here is some silly arse over there. Now, I don't think that's swearing. Is that swearing? What do you think? Anyway, were you annoyed as a child when your parents told you to clean your room? This was in the Business Insider Australia. I always use the Daily Mail for my stuff. Oh, it's 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, look at that. I always use the Daily Mail for my stories, I must admit. But Johnny Keys looks at other places. Look, this is from the Business Insider Australia. I'm not sure what job Johnny Key does. Oh, I must tell you about this special offer in a minute. Let me hide those over here. You're going to want to know about this special offer. When your parents told you to clean your room, were you annoyed, sent you to bed early and scolded you for cursing? I was. There might be a reason for your behaviour. Look at this. People who could name the most swear words within a minute also tend to score higher on an IQ test. Yes, indeed, studies suggest it can be linked to higher IQ. So clearly, I have a much higher IQ than most of the people I know. Certainly much higher than my mate. Absolutely, definitely. Intelligent people are like night owls. Look at this. Like staying up late. This could also be an indicator of intelligence. Scientific research have linked night owls with... I love the owls on Harry Potter. Isn't that fab? If you could have your letters delivered by owls flying in your window, just dropping the letter down and going again. I'd love an owl. Anyway, scientific research has linked night owls with higher IQ scores for quite some time now. President Obama, Charles Darwin, Winston Churchill, Keith Richards and Elvis Presley, and of course Margaret Thatcher are all famous for nocturnal activities. If you tend to go to sleep rather late, you're definitely in good company. Check that out. Now, Johnny, you want to be careful what you send me because I notice you always leave early because you're tired. That's all I'm saying, mate. You leave about 10:30, don't you? And Ray Reynolds as well. You leave early. Presumably because you're tired at 10:30. Must be as thick as a plank then, dear. Thick as a plank. A study by the University of Minnesota suggests that the messy desks of geniuses is actually linked to their intelligence. My God, I must be really intelligent then. You haven't seen what it's like in here. It is a mess in here. I can't show you. Actually, I can't really show you now. But next time, if I remember, I'll do a recorded show. And I'll show you the mess in here. It is an absolute mess. Everything's everywhere in here. But I can generally find what I want, except my glasses, which always seem to move somewhere else. If you don't spend much time cleaning, yeah, that's me, and organising everything around you, your mind is obviously occupied with more important stuff. Of course. Like doing these shows and having a little bit of a chat with you most days of the week. Isn't it? Yes, indeed. Right, we're going to do some birthdays, boys and girls, just after I've checked my messages. Good morning, Callum. Hi, Chris. How are you? Not too bad this morning. Coping. The back's getting better slowly but surely, I'm pleased to say. So hopefully in a couple of weeks or something. Claire. Yes, it's Feliway for cats. Feliway. That's the thing you... Not that other thing I mentioned. Feliway. You plug it in and it's supposed to give off some sort of aroma that the cats like, and they if they're a bit mad, they settle down. I don't know if I like to use something like that. It's like drugging up the cats, isn't it? It's like giving your children a couple of sleeping tablets. Don't do that, please, for God's sake. Because they're making too much noise. Isn't that the same sort of thing? I don't know if I'd like that. Don't know if I'd like that. So here is good news, boys and girls. Are you a fan of chocolate? I know how lovely Sarita is. It must be very... Is it morning time for you, Sarita? Have you just got up, darling? She's like a breakfast show. I'm doing a breakfast show in the States at much less than the cost of those flashy old hosts are there. Oh, don't they look all so pretty in the morning? How do they do it? You see these girls with skirts halfway up their legs and all the makeup on at 5 o'clock in the morning in the States. How on earth do they do that? And they all dye their teeth. Not dye their teeth, they whiten their teeth, don't they? Anyway, here's the special offer. Look, Galaxy chocolate. How big is this? Well, how big? You can have a small bar or a large bar. Look at that. Okay, so the 140 gram one is now £1 in Sainsbury's. And according to the label in there, that's a new permanent price. I'm so happy. A whole bar of this is only £1. They must be having trouble selling them, I reckon. Because people are all going on this health thing. Although I don't see many people eating apples. I like apples, but they hurt my teeth. Do they you? You bite into this apple, it hurts your teeth a bit. Let's do these birthdays. And then we'll disappear because I'm hungry. I've got to take the cats to the vet in about 45 minutes as well. Oh, sorry. Callum wants to know, have I been to Nottingham before? No. My nephew, I think it's Nottingham. My nephew and his wife, they have a little disabled girl, severely disabled, and they have to go to Nottingham Hospital quite a lot because I think there's a specialist unit there. It's my great niece, her name's Olivia. She's almost completely blind, has no movement. Her lungs... they have to be careful her lungs don't fill up with, what is that called? You know, stuff. Stuff, you know, stuff. And they've got these various machines, and it's a very difficult job looking after my great niece. And I know they have to drive from Lincolnshire to Nottingham Hospital, which is about an hour and a half. So, yeah, they've been, but I haven't, no. 6th of September, can't come quick enough. I really need to sing at your character. I love Galaxy bars. We'll go out to Sainsbury's and buy one, dear. You know, Galaxy chocolate, £1 for that bar. And the even bigger bars are even cheaper now. The next one up, which I thought was the largest one, is now £1.50. And there's one even bigger than that now. It's massive. I bought one yesterday. And I shared it with my friend when we went over to watch the film The Martian yesterday. That is £2.75. And that's, you know, obviously the bigger you buy it, the cheaper it comes gram for gram. But the very, very large one, which I'm sure, Callum, at your young age, you could sit there and scoff that whole thing. That would replace a meal for you, wouldn't it, you kids? Large bars of chocolate and sweets just completely replace meals for the youngsters of today. They do. The great big one is only £2.75. You know, that really should last about 6 sessions, but it don't last after you. Once it's open, you might as well eat it. You don't want it to go off, do you, Callum? Do you know what I mean? Ashley says, drug the cats. No, I'm not drugging the cats. What are you like? I'm not drugging the cats. Good morning to... hello, Alexander, who's not feeling very well today. I'm sorry to hear that, Alexander. Feeling sick today, but I popped the show on in bed and haven't stopped laughing. Stop laughing at me. It's not a comedy show, dear. I'm not here to have the piss taken out of me. What do you think this is, dear? God's sake, this is a hard-hitting, informative programme. I've read you 2 very interesting stories today. What more do you want? Sean says, my goodness, he is actually on the TV now. Is this that's what I could do, a 24-hour talk show. What do you reckon? Would I cope? I'd like listening in, wouldn't I? Let's do the birthdays then, and we'll disappear. Happy birthday this morning. One moment, please. To... Here we go. Quintin Young. Hello, Quintin. Oh, you're still looking young. I notice that you're hiding your birthday, Quintin. I will say, in your case, that's probably advised. That is... Quintin comes to some of the places that I work in. Happy birthday, Quintin. Happy birthday to Jones Jane. Haven't heard from you for a while, my darling. Hope you're well. Happy birthday to Michael Appleton. Happy birthday, sir. To Christopher Woodruff. Where have you disappeared to, Christopher? You're very, very quiet. You used to put little messages on my wall. I'm sure you did. Michael James. Oh, we have a celebrity today. Michael James. Big star. Yes. Happy birthday, Michael. I love the picture. I think you were in Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat recently, weren't you? I love that coat. That's what I need for my karaoke nights. A Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat coat. Would that go down better than my jackets? Don't know. Happy birthday to Maxine, Crystalgirl Thomas, oh, one of my little karaoke singers. She comes down to Sydenham very rarely, not often enough, dear. Where have you been, Maxine? Come and sing. Happy birthday today to Lisa Marie Whittall, to Toni Im, little Toni. Oh, why haven't you come to sing for me in Sydenham, dear? Toni, we need your voice, dear. Happy birthday, Toni. And happy birthday today to Nick Harman. Nick, yes. Who, are you still a scout leader? Nick was a scout leader who I haven't seen for some time, actually. You know, you see these people regularly when you're doing the jobs I do, whether it's a karaoke night or DJing or quiz night, then you see people for years and years, and then you don't see them for ages and ages. So please, dear, please turn up and say hello. Let us sing the song for you, boys and girls. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, lovely people. Happy birthday to you. All right? Have a lovely day, boys and girls. If it's your birthday, I'm going to disappear now. It's just coming up to 12 in the afternoon. Finally, just a couple of messages come in late here, or just one more from Ashley. Chris, did you see that video on Facebook of that woman chucking a cat in a dustbin? Oh, yes, I did. Oh, awful woman. Oh, I think she got done for that. Good. Lock her up. She literally picked up a cat and chucked it in a dustbin. Fortunately, someone saw her doing it, so the cat was rescued. It's not necessary, is it? Why do people do that? Anyway, have a lovely day, boys and girls. Tonight, it's Monday night. I'll be hosting karaoke tonight at the Central Station. That's every Monday in Wharfdale Road, King's Cross. Starts at 8 o'clock at night, finishes at 11:30. And even more importantly, cheap drinks. It's cheap drinks every Monday night at Central Station, Wharfdale Road, King's Cross from 8 o'clock. Monday nights, I'll see you there, all right? Hopefully, some little helpers will be waiting for me again to bring my stuff in and out. Apart from that, have a nice Monday. See you soon. Bye-bye.